Why hello there YouTube, Saucy Agent here, and it has been a hot minute since I have talked to any of y'all, and I do apologize for that. Right now, sit down and enjoy this deck profile of the most annoying deck ever. Yep, I believe it's going to be more annoying than Dark Worlds. The boss monster is pretty much a Grapha on steroids. Yeah. Alright, hello there guys. Bringing you the Fire King deck profile. This is a new archetype. I believe it is coming out in the Net Structure deck, which will be probably in a month or two. Everything seems to be coming out every month from Konami, so yeah. So first off, we have the boss monster, which is 3 Garunets. During the net standby phase, that this card was destroyed by a card effect, it is special summoned, it destroys all other monsters on the field, and then it says have a nice day. Okay, it doesn't say that, but it does destroy all other monsters on the field, and it does special summon itself. It's a 27 beater, so it comes back almost every other turn, or every turn. Whereas Grapha, it only comes back on your turn. This comes back on your opponent's turn. So, even if they destroy it, on your turn, it comes back on their turn. So, yeah. So that's when it's by a card effect. When it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Fire King monster from your deck besides itself. So, it's kind of, been nerfed in that, but that is good. Next we have 1 Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. Pretty much the same, except it's only on your standby phase. And when it is special summoned, it destroys all spells and traps on the field. So pretty good. Next we have the regular Fire King monsters. We have 3 Yakshas. All the Fire King avatars, the regular ones, have the effect where if a face-up Fire King monster is destroyed by a card effect, you can special this card from your hand. So yeah. So if Yaksha is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by battle, by card effect, by a card's battle effect, you can destroy 1 card in your hand or on the field. And then notice it says destroy 1 card in your hand or on the field. So if you have any of these boss monsters in your hand, and what do you do with them? You can't summon them. Well, if he's destroyed, you get to destroy them in your hand, and on your opponent's standby phase and or your standby phase, they come back, they blow up shit, and that's it. They say have a nice day also. That's pretty much that little. Like if you ever draw these in your hand, this is your out to that. Next we have 3 Barond. He only gets his effect when he's destroyed by a card effect, which is pretty much everything in this deck. You get to add a Fire King card from your deck to your hand, and it's also on the net standby phase. Next we have 3 Flamvell Fire Dog. It just helps, get stuff out faster. With him you can get out himself, or no, not himself. You can get out a magician to synchro summon. You can get out one of these, and if they get destroyed, you get their effects, or one of him. So yeah, you have plenty of targets with a Fire Dog. Like I said, 1 magician for easy synchro summons. Next we have 3 Enthusiastic Beastman Wolfberg. And what he does, he's an easy seed summon, rank 4 seed summon. And he gets out a level 4 fire Beast Warrior, which is these sits up here. So yeah, it's pretty good. Onto the spells, we have 3 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. And this card is pretty broken. If you control no monsters and your opponent controls a monster, you get to special summon 1 Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck. which is pretty much everything, every monster here aside from Magician. So with it, you can get out Garunix, Nephthys, Firedod, Wolfberg, Yaksha, Baron, any of them. Only downside is their effects are negated and they will be destroyed during the end phase, which is fine in this deck since, you know, half of them get their effects when they're destroyed by a card effect. That gets its effect. He does. So yeah, it's all good. And you can only activate one of these per turn because if you activated more of them, that'd be kind of stupid. Next we have 3 Fire King's Fire Ring, also pretty good. You target 1 fire monster you control and 1 fire monster in your graveyard. You destroy the first one, and then you special the second one. So good little combo with this. Say it's mid-game, late game even. You have Garunix on the field and you have Sacred Phoenix in the graveyard. Well, you activate Fire King's Fire Ring, you destroy Garunix, special summon Phoenix. On your opponent's standby phase, Garunix special summons itself, and by his effect, Phoenix dies, and then on your standby phase, Phoenix comes back and destroys all your opponent's spells and traps. Then you have 2 level 8 beefy monsters on the field, ready to just attack. So pretty good. Staples, Heavy, Reborn, Dark Hole, Mind Control, and 2 Space Typhoons. Onto the tech stuff, we have 3 Fire Dance Tenki. These allow you to search for these up here, Yaksha or Baron. It's pretty good, and they give 100 attack boost to them. Next we have 2 Rekindlings. You do have about 10 monsters with 200 defense, so this works pretty well. Onto the traps, we have 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast. You do run a lot of Beast and Beast Warrior monsters, so why not? Next we have 2 Needle Sealing. If things are getting out of control and your opponent is swarming like crazy, this is a great way to mess up their plans, essentially. To counteract all the destruction in this deck, we have 1 Starlight Road, just as a fallback. And lastly, we have 2 Destruct Potions, which work pretty well as with everything else. You destroy 1 monster you control and you gain life equal to its attack. And it does say destroy it. So that means whenever you use it on Fire King, Nephthys, Yaksha, Baron, you gain at least 2,000 life. Plus, on the next standby phase or whenever, they just come back. So yeah. Onto the side deck, it's not much. It's what I got. So yeah. We have 2 Keelan, I think. Whenever this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get to send 1 fire monster from your deck to the graveyard. This just allows you to set up your plays with either Rekindling or a Fire Ring, or Wolfberg, I guess. So yeah. 2 Lances. You know, I know you want things to get destroyed, you know, by Dark Hole or whatever, but sometimes you just want to have a monster on the field so you don't take a lot of damage. 2 Torrentials, same as Needle Sealing, you know, except this works whenever. This is more, you know, swarmy stuff. This just can be whenever. So yeah. And then lastly, for the side deck, we have 2 Enthusiastic Beast King Bearmen. A friend of mine used this in his deck, and it's actually pretty good. You can normal summon this card without a tribute, but if you do, its attack is halved. And then you can have all level 4 Beast Warrior type monsters you control become level 8 until the end phase. And it can't be used as Exceeds material except for the Exceed summon of a Fire Warrior type, which we do run. He works really well with Rekindling And if you have these in your graveyard, at least, you know, 2 of these, he works pretty well. So, onto the extra deck, it's not much. The Tastor and Black Rose you really make by using Monster Born or Mind Control on your opponent's tuners. Now, you can probably side out a Needle Ceiling and maybe a Tinky for 2 Effect Veilers, and you know that's how you get to Tastor. So just have fun with it. Strap Dragon, Stardust, Colossal, and Thought Ruler. The standard level 8 synchros. Onto the Exceeds, we have 2 Gododot Cowboys. Pretty good way of ending a duel with him. Gemini Pearl, Mindstroke, Utopia, Black Ship, Photon Papilla Operative, Heliopolis, and Enthusiastic Coaching Team Giant Trainer, whatever. This is how you get him out with Bearman. So yeah, his effect's kind of crazy. Detach one and then draw a card and reveal it. If it's a monster, you do 800 damage, and you can do it up to 3 times that turn. So you can draw 3, which is, you know, that's actually pretty good that you can draw 3, and if any of them are monsters, I mean, you do some damage. So yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I do apologize from earlier that, you know, I haven't made a video in a long time. I will try to make more of them. So until then, guys, get ready for the brokenest deck, in my opinion, that you have ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you all later.